I want to know, just as a matter of math, how many isolated incidents you get before it categorically becomes systemic. Because now we've got 19 states. That seems like a pretty good down payment on something more than anecdotal incidents. Moreover, I think Charles is absolutely right that part of the problem is that delays and bureaucratic snafus, they're not bugs, they're features of government-run healthcare. And the problem that the Obama administration is in, and I think it explains partly why they are so ham-fisted on the Petzel resignation and all the rest, is they are so terrified of this story. That's why Obama hasn't spoken on it. Veterans are so radioactive.
But at some point, isn't that the story?
And that's the problem, right? So this Monday, he's giving a speech at Arlington Cemetery. And if he doesn't speak about it before then, and then he doesn't speak about it there, then all of a sudden, it's the White House, Stonewall. Why isn't President Obama talking about this? He's talking about how great veterans are and their sacrifices, but he's not talking about the ones who died on waiting lists.
We are getting, I don't know, 10, 12 specific stories in emails and Twitter and Facebook every day. This is a doctor who came on Fox and Friends this morning from West Virginia.
So I complained to administration. Say you cannot partially treat people, and then this is bad practice. It's doing harm. First to no harm. Right. So and we had conversation going, but nothing happened. More staff, I said. Could we reach out in the community? Could we even limit the service and turn people away so at least they know that they're not being treated? It's more honest, and maybe the media will get attention and we'll get some help. Nothing. And eventually they really stopped talking to me, so I was functionally silenced, but they just kept booking them. Mm-hmm. And I knew that the suicides were inevitable. And worse than if they hadn't been treated at all.
Talking about suicides and the psychology here, and for a doctor to come out and tell that story, that's a big deal.
What's happened here is once the report that goes nationwide, once you find systemic abuse in certain hospitals, then you can be sure there are hundreds, thousands of anecdotal cases of people who had to hide it or afraid they would be fired or even worse, who have been holding it back, and now the floodgates open. The administration cannot hide. The president reported to be madder than hell, which I suppose is an improvement over the secretary, Shinseki, who apparently was only mad as hell. He is now even madder than hell. He acts as if, and this is the same with IRS, with the eavesdropping on the AP, with all these other scandals, with the Obamacare launch, as if he stumbled upon the presidency and discovered all this horrible stuff is happening. He's in charge of these departments. At some point, you've got to ask, where has he been, and where is the competence, the elementary competence he promised when he ran in 2008?